Hello, my name is Charles.
Hello, my name is Laura.
My name is Rhoda.
And I'm Kaylee.
And I'm Jessie. So for most of you that know me, you all know that I love video games. That's how most people know me. For those of you that don't know me, let me go ahead and give a tiny bit of a brief explanation. I love video games. Right, so I actually own most of these systems that have been developed and created. I've also played a majority of the video games out there. But today we're going to go ahead and focus on one individual game. We're going to go ahead and talk about the Assassin's Creed franchise. So, Assassin's Creed has multiple educational value. While playing one of the games, you come across landmarks that have actually history to them in our real world. One of the characters you're experiencing time through, Ezio Auditore de Firenze, he travels throughout Italy, and I'd like to go ahead and name a few places so that you can grasp the concept here. You get to see cities like Rome, the Vatican City, Florence, Venice, Florey. These are just kind of to name a few. These geographical locations were researched by Ubisoft's development team and made in the game to look as lifelike at that time as possible. Because remember, we're talking about back in the 15th and 16th centuries. Now, the landmarks such as the Roman Colosseum, Notre Dame Cathedral, it had very lifelike visuals of the Arco di Constantino, Palazzo di Senatorio, and the Basilica di Santa Maria. These lifelike replicas were made inside of the game to portray a very realistic environment that these infamous landmarks, you can jump from these highest points and assassinate, hence the name of the game, your adversaries that you're actually trying to secretly hide and follow. With all the gore inside of the game itself, caused by ways to exterminate your enemies, you may think Assassin's Creed might lack any educational value. However, I would argue that you need only to look at the dialogue used to promote multiple linguistic intellect. Assassin's Creed uses multiple languages: Hebrew, Arabic, Italian, Spanish, and Turkish. I'm going to go ahead and focus just on the Italian for today, Ezio's native language, which he uses to speak to his families in different scenarios throughout the game. His sister is able to greet him in Italian. He goes to her for his financial transactions and situations. He also swears in Italian when he gets into trouble. The game allows for the language to be spoken in Italian, but it has subtitles in English so that we, the game player, can really understand what the heck is going on. I found myself after playing the game that I would greet people going, "Salute!" As someone who can both read and write Arabic personally, I can say that everything was written grammatically correct. The scribes on the wall I could completely understand, and it promoted me to want to learn and understand the different dialects in Arabic that there actually are. Wasn't aware that they were out there. With using the geographical locations and different languages, our game then allows us to be introduced to historical features throughout history. The first historical feature that I feel is important to mention is Leonardo da Vinci. The game shows history from this character that describes some of his earliest work, and he assists our main character, Ezio, in building machines and tools that can be utilized against some of the protagonists, which are Rodrigo and Cesare Borgia. The game includes these figures by creating a universe where our hero assassin must face off for a piece of Eden, which will ultimately give unlimited power. The game uses real-world applications to develop specific concepts to portray our characters throughout history. It not only defines who these characters are in the game, but exemplifies their accomplishments throughout history. Not all things in this game really are facts. They're not really all factual. In Assassin's Creed 3, you have George Washington. He establishes his tyranny and he tries to become a king. We all know that this really is in fact not true. So in short, there is significant advantages to playing video games as long as you can have an open mind and continue to have the desire to learn. Thank you.